monster.
Hey guys, KOLOBANOV'S here, and today I have quite a long video for you guys. It is an epic ride, an epic journey, as we attempt to take down this 1 versus 6 in our Leopard 1, a weak medium tank according to some people. Now this was recorded while I was on the quest for an ace tanker to give to Spartan Elite. If those of you who have been keeping up with both channels, you'll know that Spartan Elite had mentioned Leopard 1 being a terrible tank, and then I had commented that it's a great tank and I'll get him a game, and then those of you who are watching my live streams or see my stream highlights will have seen that I did finally get him a video. But this was before that, actually. This was before the live stream where we had that ace tanker on Pilsen. We are now on Dukla Pass, and we are going to be trying to take down a 1 versus 6 scenario in our Leopard 1. And it's going to be intense, and from what I feel, played well. But of course there are things we could have changed, which the outcome could have come out a little bit better. You know, you lost as many hit points as we did. So we'll be talking about that and trying to get you guys through this and to let you guys know what's going through my mind as we attempt to take down this 1 versus 6 scenario. Now I'm in the Leopard 1, and we are going to this position up here. I like this position up here because normally from here you can get some nice shots on people as they try to cross, and you get some free 2, maybe even 3 shots free worth of damage, and it's pretty nice. But their team does not seem to want to go this way, at least at the start of this. But there's a light tank behind us pushing very aggressively. We're going to try to finish him off. No, he gets finished off by our team. The thing about this position though is they can shoot you from their hill, and so can artillery, and so you've got to keep that in mind. And for this rock will protect you from both the artillery and usually the artillery and the tank destroyers. But I've decided to get out. I'm like, you know what, there's no need to be here anymore, and we're going to pull away from there. Now, actually I think we're going to go back, but you know, we're going to talk about other things because we can. So, coming up on the 22nd, which is a Saturday, September 22nd, 2018, just making sure in case you guys watch this in a year and you're like, oh my goodness. It is a Saturday, 10 p.m. Sorry, I said that last episode, 10 a.m. Alright, I said it wrong in the last episode. 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're starting our 1,000 subscriber special. Finally, somebody in the comment section asked, asked if it was only going to be prizing for the Xbox. No, it is not. These are not Microsoft codes. These are Wargaming codes. So you go to their website to activate them. You can be Xbox or PlayStation. It doesn't matter which. And we have 7 weeks of premium codes, so a week each, and that's what we will be giving away on that day. And we will also be getting 2 codes, $15 codes. Anyway, that's the plan. I'd like to get 2 $15 codes as well, and those will be not right away because I know we have about a 50-50 split between PlayStation 4 and Xbox watchers. Sorry if you're on PC or on mobile. These codes are only going to be Xbox and PlayStation 4. But for those of you, if you win, and most likely you will be PlayStation or Xbox if you do win, just because that's the majority of my viewer base. Now, if you win one of the Xbox or PlayStation codes, I will not have them right away, just because I'm not going to go buy 2 Xbox codes or a PlayStation and Xbox code, just because I don't know who's going to win. You'll win, you'll let me know what kind of code you want, Xbox or PlayStation, and then I will go buy one. And I will get one to you by the end of the week. Well, actually, that is the end of the week. I will get you one within a week. And I will try to get it to you probably over Discord. I think that's the best way to get you guys all your codes. Trust me, that's the easiest way. So if you win a code, I would strongly recommend get on your phone or your device, because if you're watching, then you can do either. Get a Discord account if you don't already, and join the Discord, and I will give you the code there. I think that's the best way to do it. Now, I've noticed we've lost the base, so I have come back to try to defend the base. We have this, I can't tell if it's T32. It is a T32. Very small screen, even smaller now that I've moved. The corner I have is super tiny, and I've been using it, and it's, oops, sorry artillery, I might have just screwed his shot up, and I apologize for that. But anyway, my corner is super small, and now my screen is even smaller and far away from me and at an angle. But we are trying our best to remember what happens. New mistake, RBRT there. And then we take a hit from this E50. I should switch my attention to the E50. Yes, I do. at least I'm doing something smart. Auto lock right into, I think, the side of his tank. I can't see from the small screen. No, it's so small. But that is okay because this is just for recording videos. As you can hear, I'm still using the not so good headset instead of my normal Blue Yeti because, like I said, something's still wrong with my Blue Yeti. But we finally finish off this light tank. And our team is still crumbling. We've seemed to have lost every single flank. Unfortunately, there's a bulldog up here. We're going to be able to put a shot into him. You can auto-lock sometimes. When they're driving directly away from you, you can auto-lock. And that's something you guys can keep in mind. Is don't auto-lock if they're driving horizontally to you, but if they're driving direct from you, you can auto-lock. Or if you're whipping in shots like that, you can auto-lock. And you're going to see I use a lot of auto-lock. And I think the only time my auto-lock didn't work was, of course, that shot on the 1390. All the other times I used auto-lock was the right time to use auto-lock. And that's something else I'm going to talk about. I get a lot of criticism for using auto-lock. And I actually, the most criticism I get is for using my small map. I get the most hilarious comments. On my Leopard prototype stream highlight, I actually got a comment saying noob with just luck. You can tell because he uses the small mini-map, and I thought it was hilarious. And I think it's funny that people are so judgmental by the way you play. Not by how well you play, but the way you play. If you play this way, then clearly you're a bad player, you know. And it's hilarious, it really is. But anyway, our team is starting to crumble more and more. We have 5 tanks to there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think 8. It's a small screen. I can't quite see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, you guys can correct me. That's fine. I can't. No, it's so small. Is that 9? That's 8. That's 8. I think that's 8. That's 8. It's 8. It's 8. All right. It's 8. Yeah, because we have 7 kills, obviously. Okay. So they still have 8 tanks. We have 4, and now we're gonna be fighting up against an E100, and this is where. We're going to get to it once we see this E100. This is where we make a little bit of a mistake, which could have definitely made the end less tense, is the fact that we are playing very cheap. Clone Guy is playing cheap, and he needs to not play cheap. Honestly, if you're trying to win a game clutch and you have the money for it, load your gold. But as you can see, we are not. Now, it's not such a big deal at the start of this engagement, but you'll see as the engagement develops, I should have switched to heat. In fact, I should have switched to heat now. He just fired. There we go. He is a 1-hit. I should have heat loaded right now. Come on. He is a 1-shot. Load your heat. Put it straight through his turret. No, we bounce off his lower plate. We still have the APCR loaded, and that he's got the smaller gun because of that. No, he's got the big gun. I didn't even notice. Aiming at, nope, no shot there. Oh, we lose 750 health because he angled. We couldn't go through his turret at that angle because, of course, he's shooting APCR. Oh, there's a Death Star right here. We're going to get back to that in just a second after we take care of this Death Star. Come on, fix the tracks, fix the tracks. Drive, 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 drive. Ah, he misses us right there. And we're able to get around his gun, and now there's pretty much nothing he can do. And while we feast upon this guy's soul, no, the CGC finishes him off. Great shot by the CGC. Now we're going to go after this M41 Walker Bulldog. Let's get back to that engagement against the E100. Had I loaded heat, I could have put it straight through his turret instead of having to aim to his lower plate, which would have bounced, and so I had to wait for him to angle, and because of that he was able to put a big shell into us. Is that going to come back and haunt us, or are we still going to be able to take this game away? We have the nice chase music going on as we are chasing down this M41 Walker Bulldog. He's going up over the ridge. Now we're going to be chasing him. We could have cut him off on the left, but I was worried about where that waffle was, and I figured if I can kill him right here. We're not auto-locking, but we put it in. There's the Waffly 100 right there. We're going to pull away from him. The Bulldog, unfortunately, puts a shell into us, and we've lost a few more hit points. And now what's going through my mind now is, okay, we have a Tortoise and a Waffle left. The Waffle's not going to be much of an issue, though he can one-shot us. The reason why the Waffle's not going to be an issue is because I have a feeling he's going to go for the cap circle. And if he does go for this cap circle, this strip I'm looking down now, I can actually see all the way to the cap circle and shoot him in the top of the turret without him actually spotting me. So I'm kind of hoping he goes for my base. Now, if he does go for my base, that is going to really, really help this game out, because if he gets into the cap circle, I will know where he is and I will have free reign to do what I want. However, there is RNG on the enemy team, and that would, of course, be the artillery. So what is going through my mind is, okay, let's get the RNG out of the way. Let's get this artillery. This is a long cap circle, a long cap timer. So if he jumps on cap, we have plenty of time to kill the artillery and get back in time. Now there is a Tortoise, but he's not been spotted for quite a while. I do believe he has a kill, but I can't see on the screen, as I said before. So I believe he is headed to our base. So that gives me even more time, because I'm not going to have to fight him. I'm just going to have to fight this artillery. And a Leopard, a very sneaky, quick Leopard, is a very great tank to take artillery out with because it's so fast. Of course, it is a huge box and easy to hit, but if we're able to do this very intelligently, this should not be an issue. We've loaded up our HE, and we're going to be going after these artillery units. I don't think they think I'm going after them. Last time I was spotted, I was going around the map the other direction. We spot the Object 261, he's headed the other way. We put a shell into him, and we roll high 5-10, and we finish him off. Now cueing the epic music as we now have hope to bring this down. Going through my mind is, yes, the Waffle is capturing the base. There's no way it's the Tortoise. It could be the Tortoise, but I have a feeling it's the Waffle 100. This is perfect. We're going to go after the artillery, kill the artillery, and make our way back in the direction we came to go after that Waffle. And as long as we don't get hit by the Waffle, we can then take a hit from the Tortoise. We still have a repair kit, and then we can get around him and feast on him. So this is going perfectly. All we have to do is kill the artillery. Even if the Tortoise gets on cap, we will be perfectly fine. There is the artillery. Unfortunately, I don't know the terrain over here very well. I don't know if he has any lines of view on me and where I need to go to exactly shoot him, but it shouldn't be quite a problem at all. GG! I apologize for that, guys. I had to show it at least once. I had to hype it up, but to make up for that, I have a game for you guys here without a heartbreak at the end. It is just a simple ace tanker. A very, very simple ace tanker, but I didn't think it was worthy to send to Spartan Elite. So I've kept it for myself, and I will be showing it to you guys. It's kind of just a refresher game. It's not super like, oh my goodness, 9,000 damage kind of a game. It's just kind of like one of those where I think we played well. Now, gonna talk about that last shot from the T92 on that other game real quick as we go up to this middle and scout out, because that's just what we do on this map. Unfortunately, I didn't know where the gaps were in those buildings. I didn't realize he could have turned there and gotten a shot off on us. And so, yeah, it was a little bit unfortunate. And I went into the replay, and the distance, he had super HE loaded that T92, in case any of you are wondering. And yeah, he missed me by quite a bit. And unfortunately, the weak side armor of this tank and the large splash from the super HE were enough to finish us off from that distance. And even if we had survived, it would have made things tricky, because the only tank I was afraid of that game was, in fact, the Tortoise. And so if that guy didn't kill us there, we would have been one hit for him, and we would have been splashable for the M5355. So that was my big fear there, was if I had survived that. Unfortunately, I did die, and I just didn't know. I didn't know where he had shots on me. Yeah, so this is our very next game. We jumped straight in after I checked out the replay. We jumped straight into another game, because we were like, okay, we can do this. That was my first game buying the Leopard 1 back, by the way. That was my first game. And because Spartan Elite was like, it's a terrible tank. I'm like, okay. I went and I bought it back. I'm like, okay. No, I still had it. I didn't buy it back because of that. I had it, but I hadn't played it since I bought it back. And he inspired me to play it again. So that was actually my first game in a long time in it. And it was an ace tanker. So I was very excited about that. Unfortunately, it was not the ace we were looking for. It would have been had we been able to bring that game home. The Waffle still had about 1,000 health left. The two artillery together had about 1,000 health. And then the Tortoise, I think, was almost full health. If I remember correctly at the post-game results. I could be wrong. So that's another 4,000. That would have been almost 10,000 damage if we had been able to pull that one off. I think the Waffle had slightly more than 1,000 health. I think he had about 1,200. We were up to 58. So that would have been, yeah, that would have been 5 digits if we were able to take that one home. But unfortunately, we were not able to. A little bit of misplay. We could have survived that had we not taken that hit from the E100. We definitely would have survived that hit from the artillery, because he didn't hit us direct. We still had about 530 health left. So the guy would have splashed us probably for 800, 900, maybe even 700, because he did miss us by a lot. In fact, maybe 600 would have been max. But regardless, we would have had about 600, 700 health left after that splash from the T92. Had we loaded, all we needed to do was load one heat shell. That was it. If we loaded one heat shell and went after that E100, we would have been fine. But these are the regrets when you think back to a game, and they're very sad to think back to and realize if I had done this just done this one thing differently. But you know, it's good to think about what you could have done so you don't make that mistake again. But then don't dwell on it after that. It is what it is. It's over. You just go play another game, and you know you'll have an opportunity again someday, and just change what you did last time. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're gonna do now. We looked at it, we figured out what we did wrong, and now hopefully we won't be cheap, and we will load the gold when we need to, because that was the big issue there. Now, I've noticed they haven't invested many tanks into the field on this map, so we are pushing aggressively through the field, put a shell into the lower plate, and into the fuel tanks of that Death Star. And we're trying to find Sprouse. It looks like we tracked him as well, because he got stuck there. So that's interesting. It's nice to know. Now we know either he's down a repair kit, or he's got a great crew, firing up a shot on some of these guys. There we go. Boom, straight into him. I don't know what tank that is. Like I said, very small screen nowadays. But anyway, I am currently building a shed, and I'm going to insulate it and everything, get power out there, and it's going to be my office, and I'm super excited. I'm going to have a desk again, and I will hopefully be getting myself a new microphone, and I'll be linking my internet straight out there, and it's going to be great. It's going to be great times, great fun, great everything. I'm very, very excited about it, because it's going to be quiet in there. Right now I'm down in the basement, but the basement is very trafficked. The only reason I'm able to do it now is because everybody is gone at the moment out of the house, so I'm able to do this. But I'm very excited about getting my office built. I'm hoping to get it done by winter. Of course, there's gonna be a lot of snow, and I don't want to be building or anything like that in the winter. But on all honesty, if I just sit down and do it, I could probably get it done in a week. But I'm not doing that. I have lots of other things I need to be done as well, so it's kind of just a background project. But I'm excited about it, and I'm sure maybe I'll do some video blogs for you guys, so you see the progress and exactly what I'm talking about. And yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I'm excited about it. Now we've pushed up to this location. We're just going for those spots right now at this point. Like, we're still full health, and this I feel we've played this much better than the last game. Granted, our team is winning, but we've looked after our health. We haven't lost any hit points. Now we are at that point where we can just use our hit points to get extra damage in at the end of this game. And so it's good. This is good. This is how you want to play your Leopard 1. And of course, that last game, I feel like I played it okay, but of course, like I said, that instance on the T92 was of course me getting outplayed. I did not know that location. I could have played that better. And then, what is this artillery doing? I'm charging the artillery because I don't want him to get his gun down. I'm willing to take a hit from this guy on my right. It's fine, but I do not want to take a hit from that artillery. So as you can see, I pushed up into the artillery, not allowing him to get his gun down, and I'm going to go and finish off this Death Star, and then, nope, he goes down. So instead we put the shell on this guy who's going to shoot me again, but he hits my gun. This is what having extra hit points can do, and I accidentally fixed my tracks instead of my gun. I'm going to try to get behind him. Yes, he allows me to do that, but he gets finished off immediately, and double tapped by artillery just to add insult to injury. Unfortunately, I accidentally fixed my tracks instead of my gun, so I have to use now my large repair kit to fix my gun. And there we go. Game is over. Simple game, easy peasy. How on earth did you get an ace from this clone guy? Well, just because I was in close proximity to people, killing tanks, and of course the assist damage is why we got the ace tanker. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you did, please slap that like button, comment, and subscribe. And remember, guys, go check out the 1,000 subscriber special. Well, not go check out. You can't check it out right now, but mark it on your calendar. Saturday, September 22nd. It is going to be at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come have some fun. It's going to be on Xbox. We'll have maybe some platoons going. We're going to have the training room for sure. And, of course, some Hunt the Clone guys in the queues. So, come have some fun. Until then, this is Clone Guy 72, guys. Hope you guys all had a great time. Take care. And peace out.